Okay, so for question two, I haven't really read the context yet to figure out what these numbers mean, but the first question I can answer because of the histogram they give us. Is it unimodal or multimodal? So this is like how many humps does the camel have? This camel has just one central hump. If it had like two places where most of the values clustered, then we could say it was multimodal or bimodal. But this is unimodal. It doesn't have to do with gaps. It's because there's one distinct mode. There's one number that appears to repeat itself the most in this histogram. And then what are the modes? So let's grab this data to calculate the mode. I'm going to click this button in the top right, and I'm going to click copy to clipboard, and it's going to make me right click and copy it. And then you can use whatever software is easiest for you in this course. I know the course is set up for Excel. It doesn't have to be Excel. You could do Google Sheets like I'm going to do. You could use StatCrunch. Whatever is easiest for you. I find Excel is pretty close here. There we go. I find Excel is pretty close, but what I use is Google Sheets because it works right in your web browser. It's quick to get into. I just have way less problems. And if you know the commands, it can be really fast. And so when I make these videos, I'll always show you the command. Like right now we want to know the mode. I'm just going to type the word mode so I have something to label my stuff with. And all you have to do is type equals mode, open a parentheses, click and drag your data set, and then close the parentheses, and there's your mode. We don't want to autofill that because that wouldn't make any sense. So the mode here is 32. Okay, so we just need to click oh, actually didn't even need the exact mode. Around 20, so this is probably the 25 and 45. No, that would be if it was like a bimodal data set. It's our mode, the exact mode is 32. I don't know why it's asking you to select around it. I mean, the closest one out of all these options is 35. So, is it symmetric? Symmetric would be if the histogram is the same if you were to slice it right down the middle. And right now, it looks like it's a little left skewed because there's a couple values over here. You know, looking for the outliers is the key. If there's a couple of outliers to the left, then it's left skewed. If there's a couple outliers to the right, then it's right skewed. So it's looking roughly symmetric, but with a slight left skew. Okay, it's almost like you could fold this with a piece of paper and you get the same shape, but it's slightly left skewed because of that little bin right there. Are there any outliers? I mean, not really. There's no formal way of calculating outliers in mathematics. Okay, there's some procedures that are outlined in textbooks, but an outlier is just like it's like one of those things like where if you see it, it's pretty clear. There's no clear outlier. Like an outlier would be if there was like a dot over here in the negatives. That would be an outlier. That that bin right there can't be an outlier because it looks like there's two of them here for those customers, and they're fairly close to the rest of the data set. So there's no outliers. Oh, that's it. That was question two. Yeah, that was question two.